All right, guys, thanks so much. Yeah, we teed it up earlier. We're thrilled to have David Elsley, CEO and founder of Cardiol Therapeutics, back with us once again to discuss a very important topic and a very important work the company's doing towards therapeutics in the cardiovascular space, and more specifically surrounding myocarditis when it comes to COVID-19. It's great to see you, David, as always. Welcome back. When last we spoke, the company had just uplisted to the NASDAQ back in August. It's great to see the volume, first of all, that the stock has been trading on a daily basis, and obviously the move that we've seen in this stock. What can we attribute this to? More exposure, obviously, in the U.S. What are your thoughts here?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us back. I would ascribe the observations you're making to really the recognition of the great work we're doing in very important areas of heart disease, which don't have available treatments currently. You mentioned myocarditis. Myocarditis remains the leading cause of sudden cardiac death in children, in young, healthy adults. There is no recognized standard of care. Other companies that have developed important new treatments for rare cardiac conditions have reached valuations in the multiple billions. You can think of Myocardia, for example, which was acquired last year for $13 billion. And I think now that we are listed on the premier global stock exchange for life sciences and innovative biotechnology companies, we are now beginning to be revalued and recognized, and that's what you're observing.
Well, back in August, we talked about the approval for the phase 2 trial for the company's therapeutic, working on some of these treatments towards improvement, at least in this space. Give us an update here. Tell us how the trial is progressing, where we're at this point, and maybe what is to be expected going forward.
Sure. Acute myocarditis is our second major effort in inflammatory heart disease. You may be aware that we also have a phase 2-3 program already operational, which is enrolling over 400 high-risk cardiac patients who develop systemic inflammation as a result of the immune response to COVID infection in high-risk patients with heart disease. Acute myocarditis represents our second FDA clearance for a new important initiative in inflammatory heart disease. And then we have a new development that will be emerging towards the end of the year, which is an entirely new way to deliver our anti-inflammatory therapies to concentrate in heart tissue to address the mass market of heart failure, which remains the leading cause of death and disability in the Western world, affecting over 26 million people at any one time.
And sadly, this COVID ordeal is not going anywhere anytime soon, it would appear. So, as we said, important work the company continues to do towards a therapeutic and a treatment towards improving these conditions. Cardiol also recently announced they're going to participate in the virtual Cantor Fitzgerald Health Conference this year. And this is a big deal. The CEO of Pfizer, guys, the keynote speaker this year at this virtual healthcare conference. David, tell everyone, what does this mean as far as the recognition for such a big event?
Well, again, I think this will be our first major conference that we're presenting at since listing on the NASDAQ. So Cantor Fitzgerald is a premier investment bank, amazing analyst coverage, amazing coverage of life sciences and innovative technology companies. So as you say, this is a big deal. It's a big deal for the company. It's amazing, or it's a real thrill to be presenting alongside many other prestigious players in the life sciences pharmaceutical industry. And this is a wonderful venue for us to introduce the great work we're doing in heart disease to life sciences community in general, investors in particular, and generally continue to broaden the awareness of the work we're doing, because ultimately that helps build the brand of Cardiol Therapeutics, assists us with patient recruitment, assists us with building awareness amongst the cardiology community, and ultimately helps us develop new important medicines.
CRDL, guys, the ticker both on the NASDAQ and here as well in Toronto on the TSX. David Elsley, President and CEO of Cardiol Therapeutics. A pleasure as always. We look forward to another update.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. There we go, guys. CRDL, as I mentioned, Cardiol Therapeutics.